let's go over that directly and shoot out all the questions you guys have, and I'm going to share my screen in just a little bit. I love Brevard County in Florida, by the way. What a great county. I always say the great state of Texas, but Florida is great. Well, I'm investing too. Okay, good. We comped this one like it seems. What are the questions around that one?
Henry, I think Henry's on the call, isn't he?
I think he's here, yeah. Look, it's beauty here. Henry, you can unmute yourself and talk with us about your deal. If you want to, you don't need to. But we comped it, so I need to get the questions that we had. Otherwise, do you know about the questions, Vince? Oh, Henry.
Hello.
Hey, Henry, how are you, man?
Oh, my goodness. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me. We can hear you. That's good, I guess.
Let me look at my notes here to refresh my memory.
Okay. Anybody else have a deal? Oh, can Henry hear us?
Now. I can hear you now.
We got you, man. Like we have Wi-Fi support on this call here too, right?
There we
Like
go.
that's what it is. Yeah, Henry. Like, tell me about your deal. What's the questions? We evaluated that. It seems right. And,
yeah, I initially couldn't find any comps close by, but there were some properties on that same highway. It was down the street though, but they were commercial properties. And I did find out from the county that I could probably have it rezoned commercial, but I just think it's better used as a residential. Probably better sell it much faster.
Yeah. So there's just a couple of thoughts around that, right? Rezoning can always be a good idea, right? But what's the hard part of this is here the state highway, right? That's State Highway 1 probably, right?
Correct.
So the problem is we need to find out how the access situation is for this property, right? Before we make any suggestions around that. Does that make sense? I think commercial usage for that one could be great, right? It will be a little bit of a longer turnaround time, but like we could work together on that one if you like. Because you need to buy it, right? Then you need to go through the rezoning process. But like the one key point here is what we need to find out probably with the county is there an access somehow possible from this highway? Does that make sense? Because when there is nothing needed somewhere from the access situation, right, then this property is landlocked. What can I do for you?
I'm familiar with that road. In fact, that's where that pond lot was, the famous pond lot.
Yeah,
and,
I mean the one.
Yeah, that's like a major thoroughfare that goes along the Indian River that have businesses directly off of it, so it's high traffic, and you can just pull right in. It's not an interstate highway.
Okay.
You don't need ramp access.
Right.
You can pull straight in, cut a driveway, and you're in there.
Okay, great. What can you get it for, Henry?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm gonna offer, I guess, close to what you were suggesting. I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
Let me see, like what we found here in Palms. I'm not that happy with the comps here. Let's see if we find some better ones. I mean, it will be hard to find 5 acres in that location, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. That one is not performing too well. What is it? 5.19 acres?
Correct.
That's tight as well. Super weird, this one here. Okay. Let me just have a look at this. I'm not too happy with that, what I see here on the sheet. Let me see what else we can find, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got a property back out there in Cocoa. It was
Oh
one
yeah,
that
the
was
state highway. Yeah.
it was one that was inaccessible. I had it on a rent to own with a guy, and he stopped paying me.
Okay, then just
he
resell
only
it,
had
dude.
like I already resold it within a few days. He was about 4 months from finished paying me off, and he stopped
Oh
paying.
my God.
Yeah. And my attorney told me all I had to do was file a 3-day notice to vacate or pay. I sent them a letter, a certified letter, and then I also needed to put it on the land, the 3-day notice to vacate, a sign out there. I did that, and actually the guy that did it for me, because I don't live out there, that actually did it for me, I ended up selling him the lot for $7,000. And
That's nice.
yeah, he sent me the money and everything, man, without me having to even come to Florida. And I just overnighted the deed and the closing statement to him.
That's great. I
Yeah,
love that.
me too.
We're a little bit off with the pricing here.
Yeah, I was looking at that one for 175. It has a house on it, but it's a tear down.
Where's this shit here? Wait, what did the survey do when you surveyed that? Like, I think that guy was drunk, huh? To be honest, I like that piece that you have here because it has like a bunch of opportunity, right? Do you talk already with planning and zoning or something like that? What you can do?
Oh yeah, I talked to him. They said I can build a single family. I could also subdivide it in half.
In half,
'Cause I
so
think,
you could make
yeah,
2 parcels out of that?
that is correct.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
What did the seller say in terms of like pricing expectation?
I haven't gotten a number from them, but I know what they paid for it.
What did they
So
pay for it? Well, we can look that up
40,
here, right?
45. Yeah, it was 45,000 in '03.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Select some comps. I think, dude, you can probably get like 25 an acre for that one, like as is. I think that's realistic. When I just like look through what is available here, right? Or what has been sold, right? Like, I mean, it's pretty diverse, right? So let's take that one here in consideration. That's like a nice, like ours is not a rectangle, but it's like super like thing. And this is like 2.6 acres for selling for 135. And a little bit more of like a quiet setting, right? Like it's not that busy, of course, right?
Right.
As that one we have, right? What was it, 135 at least, right? So, and what I want to do is I want to go like here down to 1, 2, 10 acres. Right, so then there was, what was this one here? There were 10 acres. That was like pretty weird too. This was the one we found. What was this one here? That was 1.84 acres. But that had like, okay, that had infrastructure under consideration. Which one was this one here?
Not sure which one that is.
So that one here has like a barn on it too, and probably utilities. So
Correct.
making an investment for business, blah blah blah. Okay. So then let's take here this one. There was a tear down on here, right? Like you have this covered,
Correct.
no HO, but there's plenty of space with the structure on the property has no value. It's a tear down. However, electric is in place for it. Septic is in the front yard and well is located next to the basketball. The house and everything there is as is. Excess inside the house is prohibited. Multiple of sellers asking, okay. But that was like 3.29 acres. This is 6.6. Where was it here?
6.25.
6.25 acres. Let's just like 6.25 acres for 315. And that one sold here in how long? So listed in August, sold then, price cutting it. Okay. Price, I mean, what is going on with that agent? Was he drunk too? And then realized, like, oh my God. But was here, so this is what they did in September. And they needed 8 months to sell that one. I mean, it's 50 grand an acre. That's like exceptionally a lot, right?
Yeah.
So then we had this one here, the 2.59 acres. They were selling in roughly 4 or 5 months. Right, so let's get this 2 out here. And then, so let's take that one here. Like this has like a weird shape, weird axis and all that. That's selling like in more quiet setting, closer to the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that means, they don't have ocean access here, right? Like, but like it's 9.96 or 325,000, and that was selling in eight months too. Okay, so what I want to see now is I want to see a smaller one, because I think when you can subdivide that pretty easily, right?
Right.
Yeah, what was that? Okay, that had some infrastructure on it too. That here was fully cleared. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 50.7 acres they're selling right now. Okay, they took that one down. Okay. take that one here, 175, right? Do we have that already? Well, let's take that one. Come on.
Yes, to tear down.
I mean, that had like all the utilities already in place, right? Like this is
Right.
what we always need
Except-
to have in mind here, right? I mean, that like equals the teardown costs, right?
Right.
It's like great for a builder, right? Like you just like get the shit out of there and just put something new, but like 2025, like look, they needed 2 months to sell that because it had utilities, right? So let's see what's listed right now and like how that is performing, okay?
All right.
So okay, this one here is listed totally odd and weird shape, right? Like totally like, I mean, we have that one here. This is like, here's an acre selling for 140. Here's some 3 acres selling for
130.
139. 0.96 for 130. 48 for 46, 42. Good. So I mean, this is nuts. What is this one here? This is stone for commercial. Just that one here, 1.44, and that's commercial too. Where's this one here? 1.16.
98 grand. Wow.
Look, here is one for 215. That's like zone commercial for 400, which is a little high, I think. That's like a barn, and I was this here. Sorry. So okay. I mean, you see that stuff like is selling for a little lower, right? Than it's sold for, and which is normal because the market in Florida is like so hot and it's cooling off a little bit right now, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, like you see stuff listed here for 35, and this is where I would go with that one because I think that people are looking more for like, you know, 1.5 to 3 acres, something in that range. They seem to sell like slightly better, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we always can go as is value, right? And I would just like bring that anywhere like between 38 an acre or something like that, maybe 35 an acre, if that makes sense, right? So the as is value would be 175,000. Does that make sense?
Wow. Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is what I would do. But here's some homework, Henry, and if you want, we can work on that together. But you need to do some homework, right? So when you can
No
get that
problem.
for 100 under contract, right? That would be great, right? You see here the max offer 100,000, right?
Okay.
So then the question is always: is the seller in a rush or is he not?
I can find out. I didn't. It was a cold call that I just called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
I think the guy. I think it was her boyfriend that I was actually talking to. So.
Okay, yeah, we need to talk to the owner, right? Like, does she even know that you talked to that guy?
No, I'm not sure. He said he would pass along the information. I was supposed to send him an offer. I
Get
don't know
them
if
on
he
the
had.
phone. You always want to get into the situation, right? That you can just like really make that like like crystal clear. But so you need to get a hold of her, dude. Like when you talk to the boyfriend, that's no valid information, right? So you do all the work maybe for nuts, right? Like what you want to do is talking with her, and I will give her like, I would start here with 100 grand, right? So and see if she's good, and when she's good with that, get it under contract, right? And then here's the second homework: when you have it under contract, and at that point, not earlier, you contact the city zoning and planning department and talk with them about subdivide and rezoning it to light industrial or commercial, highway commercial. Does that make sense?
Yep. Then
So
contact
how
them about
how the process looks like, what we need to do to get that done. Because I mean, like, it seems like almost everything here up and down the highway, like this probably is commercial, right? Like when we look at
They're
this
right
one
next
here.
to them. Yeah, all of them are commercial. That's right next to them.
Yeah, this is like looks all like commercial here, so that should be. I think I talked to that. They just look so familiar. I think I did a deal somewhere here, back in the days. But like, I mean, 100,000 is a significant amount on that one, right? The thing is, why we would need to discount that, because as it's zoned as it is, who wants to freaking live on a highway?
No one.
Like this is how I would explain that to her. And then when you get it under contract, get it on a, I don't know, 30-day due diligence, 45-day close when you want to work that deal with us. And we're going to do all the work for you. We're going to take it down. We're going to buy it for you, right? I'm going to do the rezoning process and sell it when we have that confirmed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Right. I would say when you get it for 100, then it should be good.
Okay, get it for 100K on the contract. So
Yeah,
we need
and then-
about say, let's say 90 days.
Yeah, we will not wholesale it, right? We will buy it because this is what we will need to do, right? And I mean, they still have no. Oh, that was this other guy. Wait. Oh no, that was that guy. Yeah. Do they have a mortgage? No, they don't. So, dude, like this is what I would do. I would tell her 100,000, right? Like it's highway. I mean, it's high and dry. This is great, right? But we need to work with that, and I think probably you can sell it for like 400 grand or something like that in the very end when when we've gotten through the process, if that makes sense.
Wow.
It will take some time. It will not go overnight, but this is what we can probably do on that one here.
Okay,
Turn it into a Wawa gas station.
that'll be awesome. Or a well, no, I was gonna say
Yeah, gas station is heavy, but when you can get light industrial approved or commercial, Like light industrial is cool because then you can do something like self-storage, flex space, shit like that. And this is what developers are looking for right now, especially in
Light
this location
industrial.
here, right? Like you're so good, like you're here in Mine Strait, like not far away from Titusville Space, John F. Kennedy Space Center is here, right? Like here's a lot of stuff going on, and this is like, you know, a good road. Like it's not as hot here as the 95, but like a lot of people are driving by there, and it's in the middle of everything. Does that make sense? I think for residential usage, we just need to work with that a little bit. When you can get it for 100, and I think 100 is something where people, you know, when you come here and try to lowball her now into a 50K sale, it's gone, right? But what you need to get is you need to get direct contact to her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can
I
do
mean,
that.
you call her. You need to talk with her. Get her on the phone and talk that through with her. Hey, you looked at that. You can close cash. Can be 90 days. But what I would do when you write up the contract, right? Put it in a way that you have like a, I don't know, 45 days due diligence with a 15-day close, or, you know, like put some EMD in there too. If you don't have access to that, I mean, you can talk with Vince how you get into our Skool stuff, because we have a document generator there, and he can just generate the document and put a contingency that we maybe just buy. I wouldn't do that, dude. Like when we can get it for 100, that's anyway still, we confirm all the numbers before. No, just like get it on a 45 days due diligence, 15-day close after that. A little EMD, $300-400, $200, and then it's see that we take down that thing here.
Yeah, I could do that. So you say a 45-day due diligence with a 50-day close, or 15?
15.
Okay,
Sorry, that's my
okay,
weird
okay.
German accent probably chiming in there, right? It gets
Yeah.
worse at night. It's already, what is it here, 12:30. So yeah, this is what we could do here, right? I think,
Okay.
you know, like that could also be like a mobile home park or something like that. We can do all kind of
I
crap there.
I asked them about the mobile home park. They said, nah, they wouldn't allow that.
Okay.
It's only for a single family property there. They will allow like single family with some kind of what do they call it? Like rural, like where you can have animals or something like that out there.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I was chatting with Holly on the side, like she said single family, there's a price reduction because of the noise. Yes and no. Dude, this 5 acres of land, 5 acres of land is massive, right? Like when you just like build your house, like back in here, right? Like you're like what, like 270 feet away from the street, surrounded by trees that swallow a lot of the noise. Will you hear it? Yes. But will it affect you in a great as when you would be like this guy's here? No, I don't think so. Right.
Yeah, they
So
told me it was zone AU, agriculture, single family residential. They
okay.
told me I could subdivide it into 2. They need at
Okay, and
least.
this is what we would do anyway, because I think you can sell like 2 better than 5, right? Like 2.5 acre parcels better than 5 here. So it's anyway, take down, subdivide it, and maybe rezone it. This is what I would do.
Okay, and rezone it. Would I not just subdivide it, or would I just rezone it first?
Can I add,
that-
can I add to that? Hey, I'll add to that because we had a lot of orange groves that we owned, and we sold some orange groves in the way that they were zoned for ag, meaning you could only take, like we had 40 acres, and if I wanted to keep a piece on a lake, I'd have to buy from my grandfather 5 acres because it was zoned for ag. Now, obviously, they're a little more forgiving there, and they'll split it because it's grandfathered in as ag. If you rezone it, it could be whatever you want. Right now, those are the current zoning restrictions that let you split it in 2. And that's pretty much so that families can build 2 homes on it. Like one family can build 2 homes on it, but that's grandfathered in. That's probably been that way for a very long time. You get it rezoned, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. Let's go, dude. Get it under contract, and when you have it, throw it in the portal, and then let's work a deal out here, dude.
All right, that'll work. Yeah,
Great.
that'll
Who else
work.
has something for today? Otherwise, I'll find something.
I got something for you, Robin.
You just throw it in the portal, Tennyson. You know the drill, dude.
No, dude, it's already there. I'm gonna put the APN on the chat as well, but I put it in the comp thing already. This
You
is
put it in there?
I did. I just did it. This is something we actually talked about before, but I did some more research and I wanted your feedback on something.
Okay, let's go.
So it's something that was in Illinois, Waukegan, and it was the guy has 4 lots in a row, and so they're motivated to move it. I contacted the county about making it a commercial, and they said, yeah, that's possible, but $700 to do it. Takes about 3 or 4 months to go through the process. We could make it into what's called a B3, which means commercial on the bottom and residential on top. Okay, but my issue was I wasn't sure how to price this to make an offer on it. Do I just give them one number for all 4 lots, or what's the best approach in putting the offer together?
Okay, I need to have a look at that lot. Holly, you messed up the Airtable. I can't find the comps call things. Can you just put the general view, please, in general, that I can look that up? Well, let me see if I can find that lot somewhere, because it needs to be.
I can give you the address if that makes your life easier.
Yeah, I think I should have all of this here already together. Okay, here we go. So that is Lake County, Illinois.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Explain me the situation again.
Again, it's the current address you're looking at is 3320 Sunset, but there are four lots in a row. They're looking to move, and I'm looking to put together an offer for the 4 lots. I spoke to the city about zoning. It's close to a commercial area, so rezoning it for commercial on bottom and residential on top would probably be a good idea. I'm just not clear how best to approach the offer.
Let's figure it out, dude. So Illinois, let's go here. Start mapping. It's brand new, right? You just put that in there.
Yeah.
What county is that lake, right? So
Yeah,
let's see.
We talked about this about a month ago, 2 months ago.
Oh, I remember which one that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this one here, right?
Yeah. You gave me some ideas. That's when I went to you told me to go check out with the county and all of that.
Okay, so what did they say? What did they say you can do here?
We can rezone it to commercial, a B3, which would be a dual commercial residential. Commercial. That's great. Commercial on the bottom.
What do we need to do for what do we need to do for that?
We just need to submit the plans to the city. They sent me all the process.
What plans?
I'm sorry?
What plans? Just a survey?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What would we gain through that? Was it so much more valuable on commercial?
Yeah. When you looked at it, you thought it would be more valuable going commercial than residential just because of its location. But when I heard the guy say we could go B3, which makes it both residential on top and commercial on the bottom, I thought that was also an interesting approach.
Yeah, when you have a hybrid zoning, that's cool too, right? You can do that. The good thing is, where are you as a seller? Where are we with that?
Well, that's the problem. I'm having a tough time getting to the seller directly. I'm talking through the real estate agent.
Okay. What does the real estate agent say? Is that the real estate agent or the seller? Wasn't it like that?
Yeah, exactly. You got good memory. That was the same name. However, when I made contact, it wasn't him who contacted me. It was another person. So I have no idea it works. But
okay, so when that is a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I remember that. Here were there's two other lots. One was like commercial, right?
They're all residential. There you go.
No, this three commercial lot plus the Polo SFR lot are available together for 40,000. To be honest, dude, when that is a real estate agent owning that, right? What's
Yeah.
his name?
Louis Zires. Louis
Louis Z-I
Res.
like this. I-R-E-S like this, right?
Yeah.
Agent Illinois. Here. Is that the guy? Louis
Yep. That's
Zeres?
it. Yeah, that's it. Wow.
Okay, does he have a website? Like Louis Zeres. Here we go. Here's his phone number, dude. Call him up.
Oh my God.
I
That's
mean, they're
why-
agents. They have their phone number all over the place. Just call that guy up, write him a Facebook message, but like to be honest, like when we looked at that, I remember that. I think even when you down that commercial, they have that now listed one lot for 24,000. That's just
Yeah.
like, would like get it under contract. But you need to get the whole thing probably for 24,000 because it's such a low area. Does that make sense
Okay.
here?
That was the question. You answered one of my questions right by
And
saying,
yeah, like
statement.
what I would do, dude, is I would talk to a commercial real estate agent in that area, right?
Yes.
Like go to loopnet.com, right? Oh my God, I'm right now here, so I need to switch on my VPN.
What is it called? UMet?
LoopNet.
Oh, LoopNet. Yeah, I know LoopNet.
Yeah, go to is that Sunset Avenue? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Here, this guy here, Sunset Avenue. Go there, and then you look for sale, and then you look for land, right? Scroll a little bit out here, see where the guys that do some commercial land here, right? And then you see here, like yours is really small, but I would like all these guys here probably, right? Corner location, blah, blah, blah. Call Andrew Prunty. Talk with him. What can you sell that for? Does that make sense? Like when you would rezone it?
Of course.
Because right now, like, and this is what I would talk with Louis is like, hey, yeah, there's a lot of potential. But like, look, there's like a 10,000 square foot lot listed for
For 10,000.
for $10,000, right? Down the road, and it's 170 days on the market, and nobody wants it. Does that make sense? Like,
Yes.
and this is what it is worse as is. Like, so probably that whole thing here is like the whole row is worth 20,000 as is.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but when you know what it would sell as commercial, right? When you talk to Andrew or when you talk to Jason, right? When they give you a price on that, right? Then you can maybe offer him the full price or get a little bit closer, and then you just need to write the contract in a way that the higher you get in your price, when the price you agree on is over the residential price, but let's say like the residential price 24,000 and the commercial price will be $100,000, right? And you agree, hey, you would buy this 4 lots for $30,000, right?
Okay.
That's more than the current market value, right? Of the
Right.
current lot,
Right.
right? So then you write up the contract in a way that you make it contingent, right? it's contingent to your rezoning, if that makes sense, right? Like, so when
Yeah.
you close for that price, that your rezoning is successful, and you then want to have like 120 days of due diligence period and a 30-day close, and want to have the right to extend the due diligence period by 60 days, if that makes sense, while you're in the process of doing that. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, all that makes sense.
And he is the realtor, and we're in the state of Illinois, right? So you need to buy this lot that you can do anything with it. And he's aware of that, right? That's always the problem dealing with real estate professionals. He knows the law better than you, right?
Yeah.
Like Illinois and wholesaling is just like, I wouldn't work it there if I would wholesale. Does that make
I
sense?
got you. I got you. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay,
right.
Great. Get it
Thank
rolling.
you.
Get
Good
it.
info. Good info.
Maybe same play like for Henry here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna figure that out.
Okay, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go. Good. So then we have one here in Jackson that Jean just put it in the chat, and she says it's commercial. Is it commercial? We don't know. We're gonna figure it out right now.
Yeah. On this,
I don't
Land
think that
ID.
is on. This is not commercial. I don't see that.
yeah, and seller says no. So, because I reviewed the notes again, and so no one's touched it, but apparently it's
Okay,
got
so-
water, sewer, septic. Yeah. Anyway,
It has water, sewer, and septic. I don't believe that.
no, it has water, septic, and electric.
That's great. It is a well.
Oh, I didn't get that. Sorry.
Okay, so I don't think that's commercial either, right? Like, so the only thing what we can do right now is we can go to the assessor's page, right? What is it? Jackson County WI property search, and just hope that this has like a good GIS.
I don't know.
Okay,
Mm,
well, we'll figure it out. We're on it right now. Like, yeah, great. It has. So we're lucky. We're all lucky. So let's do this. Let's search it. Okay. It is zone commercial.
It's crazy. That's amazing. That's like the second one that because we did one before and it was zoned per whatever commercial, but
Yeah, I
Oh.
know what you mean. We need to
I
call
don't
the
even think-
county.
yeah, sellers don't even know that.
Yeah, that whole thing here is zone commercial.
Is it because of what's next to it?
Could be. So let's see, layer. Chung, 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 chung. Yeah, this here is G2 commercial. So let's see what let's call it ChatGPT says to this, right? It's my
can see
real
it,
estate
yeah.
researcher. Can you just research this parcel in what is that, Jackson County? Jackson County, Wisconsin, and check the global zoning code, what G2 commercial means, because we think this parcel is residential and we want to figure out what's going on. Just give me some explanations here. So let's just like figure that out and see what this comes back with. And so owner, Jackson Coast Sanitary Landfill. Uh-oh.
He said there was no landfill there.
Okay, this is the landfill.
Next to it. But he said there
Yeah.
wasn't, because I saw that too, and I'm like, he says, no, it's unless he was,
I mean, he
kidding.
he can tell us a lot. The next thing, how do we have access to that parcel? How do we get there? Does that make sense? Like, I mean, there's a road coming in here, but like, do we have an easement in place? How do we exit this parcel? I mean, that's surrounded by state of Wisconsin, city of Black River, state of Wisconsin, Jackson County. That's like completely surrounded. Completely surrounded by state land. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What is there, like Area 51 or something like that? Like, look here, State Department of da 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 da. Yeah, so it could be that all of this here is zoned commercial because of the landfill over here, right? This is a landfill. We're clear about that, right? Here's the Waste Management of Wisconsin Inc., right? Like, this is like not good too, because there's
And he
waste.
he says there's nothing going on there. So again,
We don't. This is Ahmad E. Sims, right? Ahmad is lying to you, right? Like, so like, sellers sometimes dream a lot and
I know.
wanna go there. I will get a call to the county here, Gene. I mean, we can comp it, but and we can go over that. We have time for that today. But here's the first question. The first question is, how's the access situation to this parcel? I mean, it seems here goes the road down, but is that an easement? Do you see that here? It's like, it seems like it's like in
There's
here.
road.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it
so the
says
first
road.
one, this is what we need to start with the county. Like, when we see a road, it doesn't mean there is a road. Remember that, right?
Oh, I know
Access,
that.
yeah,
I know
access is the first thing. The second thing is we want to, because somebody will know, this is like owned by the county here. Hey, it's that parcel that's directly neighboring it. Does that make sense? And we want to know, like, how do we access it, and what is it going on with this landfill? Right, like, let's look a
And so,
little bit
Robin,
here.
looks like just below it, just to the south of it, is the Jackson County little municipal airport. So this looks like
Yeah.
adjacent to the airport. So that might be an issue here too.
Yeah, but this is like a sport airplane airport, right? This is like not like a, I
Just for
don't think
Robin,
that.
you can jet over there. Your plane. You got a plane, don't you,
Yeah.
Robin? You can just fly right in there.
No, I don't have a plane. I wish I would, but probably I wouldn't fit in it. That's a problem, right? No, but an airport like this here, Tom, I wouldn't say that is an issue because it's like this little, like, one engine planes that you have there, right? Like, so like for the hobby pilots, we don't have commercial like aircraft usage here, I would say, right? And also we have like the forest here, right? Yeah, so this is what we need to figure out, right? Like, and also, does it smell there? Because can be with landfills, doesn't need to be, because they have like this, like little pipes that come out of there where that it doesn't explode at one point, where the gas can come out, can smell. Doesn't need to.
No, that's the
that could
methane.
happen.
It still stinks. There's methane, but it stinks. Much like a chicken farm nearby.
Where?
Like a chicken farm nearby, it stinks.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like, I know a couple of places where it doesn't stink at all, right? Like, could be. I mean, we're also in Wisconsin. It's cold most of the year there, if that makes sense, right? So probably it's pretty well conservated. Right? It's not like Florida. Florida, it stinks everywhere, Adam, because we have so much wetlands and gators. Like, you know, rotting somewhere and snakes and all that shit.
Oh dear.
So-
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
So
want to live in
yeah,
Florida then, yeah.
but this is my
Ugh.
first take on that, right? And then of course the zoning question, like, is that zone commercial or not? This is your 3 questions you need to ask. And we can spend it, so we can comp it if you want, but you want to investigate it first.
I'd like to know because he already has a price and I'm like, so
What is
this
his
what it
price?
25,000. Or
Okay.
wait, no, 50,000, sorry, for 25 acres, 50.
It's high and dry, right? Like we have like the little thing here. I would just talk with the city. Like, does it smell? And how can we access that? Confirming all of that, right? Like, so then let's have a look for this one here.
Because most of the landowners in Wisconsin want zillions of dollars for their land. Ugh.
Maybe he's just delusional. Sometimes you have delusion, and maybe there's some issues too. Maybe they don't know at the county. Maybe
Well,
the
maybe
county
that-
wants to buy it.
That's true too. We could find out.
You know,
When I
there's
call-
like so many things we can do, right?
And supposedly there's a home site on it. Did you see a home site on that parcel anywhere?
No,
I didn't either.
this particular parcel. Where was it here? So it's just like. What was the county? Jackson.
Jackson. Jackson. Hey, Jackson.
So in Wisconsin, it's just like one guy with the name Ahmad. Or not. That's interesting. Just had it, right?
Hmm?
Why is that not working? Why don't I find that when I go here directly? Why doesn't it do that? I just like a limited user. Here we go. God. Let's do that. It's just like be better than the system, you know? There we go. Okay, so let's see here. Like, how does that work? Let's investigate like this little tool. View results. What is it doing? Look at this.
What, the comp report? Yeah, I looked at, well, not on this one. I've been looking at them. It's fun.
You can't filter in any way, right? That's like really bad. So
Well, no, you can pick the ones that, I mean, if you can go by the mileage to the property, you can pick, similar ones and you know what 2025, I wouldn't even go to 2024. I mean,
yeah, I just like check it. They make it better probably because they have like so much competition meanwhile, you know. So let's go here. I think I live on that property.
I don't think so.
Okay, here we go. So let's go here. So let's go 50 acres, 10 acres to 50 acres, last 12 months, fly, and then let's go. Okay. What is this here? That one here, that worth 30 acres for 180. Where was that? So that was on the market for like 5 months. Let's look what else we found here. What is this one here? That was like farmland, right? We don't do that. There's this one here. Family-friendly getaway at this price designed for recreational use with future building plans in mind and Okay, that had like an upgrade here, right? There's a perimeter road system and food plots areas here. This is what it is, right? So it's installed, there's a septic. So this has like all this stuff, and that was selling for 230. Let's just collect data right now. We can always throw that out here, right? Like,
Yep.
but this is what it could be, right? Like when it's fully done and nice and beautiful and all that, right? Like, and it's a hunting property, like literally. Listed for
Hunt the
sale to
garbage
65.
We
Huh?
could hunt the garbage. We could hunt the garbage trucks.
Yeah, you can do that, right?
Ah,
My internet is super nice today. What is this one here? Like, look, here's 40 acres for 199,000.
so Robin, if we got the right pricing on it, would we take this property?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. I'm just checking.
So you want, but like here's like just so many question marks, right? What was this one here? Like, look, this was like a little bit cleared, and the little trees. Heated storage building
Commercially
drilled
zoned.
well.
It says it's
Okay.
commercially zoned, that one.
This one here?
Yeah, see, look at the top. Ready to build 23 acres featuring 5 acres commercially zoned property.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do 8 RVs. By the garbage dump, okay. Hmm,
I think this is what we want here. This is like better com, 22.61
yeah, that looks.
for 187,000. That's probably the top of the food chain, and that had a little water feature. So let's go here. 25 acres. Like, look at that cute little cabin here. Oh my god, so cute, huh?
Hmm.
Rustique. Probably you can buy that at IKEA. That whole thing.
Probably, yeah. Really pine.
They did a good job on that one. Like, nice little cabin. Like, so that's listed here for 189,000 was that thing, and it's not selling. That's like weird.
Maybe because they don't like the cabin.
but you can still fully do it, if that makes sense. It's 1 day listed. Like, look, it's like just listed too low. 1 day has 836 views and
Jeez,
63 saves, right? Like, so that will sell fast.
it's gonna sell, yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
it'll-
good. So what is this one here? Here's 40 acres. Like, look, it's really, really well priced too. 40 acres for what was that? 162,900. Right, and that's like listed for 4 days, 247.11. 4 days, 247.11. For us, that's really great because we see when you price it right, what is the market doing? Does that make sense?
They're moving, yay.
279.48 Street. Yeah, how much was that? I know that's farmland too. Okay. What else we find here? That's here. And that has some farmland. No. Here, I always like to see on the for sale, like, a little bit like the variety of things. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So this here was 24.5 acres, and this is like 200. So there we see like how it's like, when you look at this here, it's 111 days on the market, 188.13. Okay. So now we take this one out here, remember, right? That was like the fully done thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Outlier.
Yeah. And the last one was fully prepared too, right? Wasn't that the one? That was this one, and that was the one here. Yeah, no, they were great, right? So then we see like stuff listed here. I mean, you have this one here, right? That gives you a really good indication. What do you do when you list it for $4,000 an acre? You get a bunch of views, right? People still need to do their stuff, right? And here it's already like equipped with a little, like, I don't know how you even call that, like, like people can hunt out here, right? Like,
Looks like
but it's like
golf
also
course.
really, really shitty marketing, right? Like, to make that really clear. So looking for a place on Hunting Dreams, this. Yeah. I mean, the great thing about this parcel here is everything is owned by the state, if that makes sense, right? I don't know if
Oh,
they
yeah.
would let us hunt here. This is one other due diligence question when you call the county. Can we hunt out there? Right? So there will be no crazy buildings, no crazy development, and I mean, also, I would talk with them. What is the state of Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources doing out there? Would they maybe interested in that, if that makes sense? Right?
Yeah,
So,
might
but
as well
other
find
than
it.
that, like I would be conservative here, right? We're in the winter, but like until it's purchased, we're in the springtime. So this 4,000 here, I think I will be pretty confident to list that for 25,000, right? Like and $5,000 an acre, if that makes sense, right? But we need to confirm the following things, right? Road access, zoning,
So, okay, if there's road access, the zoning is still commercial.
zoning. Is it commercial?
Does it smell?
And what does B2 was that, right? B2 commercial or
Yeah.
G2 commercial mean? What can we do there? Can we also just, yeah, so can we go hunting, right? Out there, right? And does it smell? So hunting property, maybe farming or whatever.
And maybe sell to the,
would
and then maybe,
what is it like would the State Department be good for that?
yeah, buy it. Yeah, that'd be
The
good.
state
Let's sell it to them
buy
now.
it, right? Yeah, so this is what I would do. So like, like when he wants 50, like get it under contract for 50 and investigate it then. Does that make sense?
Okay. So go ahead and get it under contract now, and then we do the rest of the due diligence.
Yeah, I would have that call. That's probably a 10-15 minutes call that saves you a lot of headache in the
I
back
would,
end.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
Just so I know what's going on with it. Plus,
Yeah. And you can
buy it.
maybe negotiate him further down because he already told you 50 and tell him like 45. I mean, $5,000 less, Gene.
You know,
You don't
I
care
do
about $2,500 in your pocket, right?
well, the other one that I'm getting, yeah, I was lower on what it said for us. So anyways, I do that on occasion.
So yeah, let me see here.
Alright.
What did ChatGPT find something out? Wait here.
Did they? Did it?
G2 here. My God, can you
What does it?
summarize that for me and the main points? I mean, we can just read that. It's not that much, right? So it's got some G codes, property assessment classification, other properties categorized for assessment. Okay, not the zoning district. Does that make sense?
What? No.
So it's for property assessment classifications and not for the zoning, right? So that could be G1 is residential, G2 is commercial, but it could also be that it's maybe whatever that is, right? It's not the zoning district, it's a class of the property for assessment purposes, right?
That makes sense.
And that could be with the commercial surroundings there, right?
And so that's why he said it was zoned R1. So he's still correct, maybe. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just like talk with them here. It says exactly that. Share that with you here. You can
So
read
if
through
it's
that.
R1, well, obviously, I'm still going to talk to the county, but R1, we can still go hunting on that, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
no?
like it's proximate to a lot of like, the location here is the problem, if that makes sense, right? Because I mean, I don't know if people are really here, right? Like operating from the city. I think they wouldn't like it when you would shoot around here. Does that make sense?
And they may
Like when-
have like, over here, they have, I think you have to have 5 acres or 10 acres to have a gun to shoot. But we don't
Okay.
care over here. We got less than that. and
I
they're
mean, that's
shooting.
Texas. That's a great state of Texas. Like they do whatever they want in Texas.
We do, yes, we do, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
live here.
No, that's what it is. But like, look, here's the gate. There's
Is this?
I mean, this is the landfill. It doesn't need to stink like, like here, you see, here's the landfill over here, right? Like
Okay.
here's like a little building of the waste management, but nobody was there in ages, right? Like, so yeah,
Knock it over.
confirm that. I think this is what really would help you to make the decision and then get back to him. Call the county tomorrow and then you can get it for 50 or less, just get it. And we'll figure the rest out later.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And you'll put that in the portal, I'm sure. Yeah. Yippee.
Mhm. Good. There's something else. Henry is asking in the chat here, how did I come up with the 400,000, right? Henry,
Yes,
that's
sir.
just like a gut feeling when we would subdivide it and sell to commercial parcels. I think this is what,
Okay.
and rezone it, right? Like that would be a rezone price.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
take that into negotiations, right? Just when she doesn't agree on that at all, what you can always do is like the same thing I recommended Tennyson earlier, right? To say, I buy it above the current value, because we always can buy at current value, no matter what the seller sees in potential in the parcel, right? There's I had a call the other day, and he's personally loaned to me, good seller, it's the dad of a good friend. So I looked at his properties, and he sent me like emails like this, like, and PDFs and what you can do, and it's worth $2 million and all that, right? We need to take all that emotion out when we are buying, because maybe that is true what they're saying, right? But when we make an offer, we can just always talk about as is value on a flip of what it is worth, right? Or we can say, okay, hey, when that what you're saying is the truth, I can offer you more, right? Like, let's say, I don't know, in your case here, you can maybe offer $200,000, but then you would have a much longer contract with the contingency that you can get it rezoned to what you think it is worth in the end. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right? This is how entitlements work, right? I mean, that's a light entitlement, or rezoning, and this subdivide. But when you look at really big like entitlement projects, how they are structured from the contract, right? Like D.R. Horton is not buying 40 acres for 200 houses for you and pays you for 200 houses. What they give you is a contract for the next 18 months, where they have all the rights to do with the parcel whatever they want, and they will just buy from you, and all that what they think they can make happen, they can make happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they make it happen and then they pay you.
Yeah, and if not, they're just gonna back out. And along the way, like when they say, "Oh, the market here crashed" or whatever, they just cancel your contract, no matter what they paid on engineering already. Right? Happens a lot right now, in the current market situation. Right? Like Leonard, for example, like in the which is another big builder in the Austin area. Right? They're they're understaffed. And in that center, like from there, and they're canceling a lot of like contracts in the periphery, and for a lot of developers, that's a catastrophe, right? Because now their whole business case drops down, and is not existing anymore, right?
Gotcha.
So like have that always in mind. Act here like a big builder. I buy from you when I can establish that what I want.
Gotcha.
Right. And then always also have in mind, commercial parcels don't sell like residential parcels.
Of course they don't.
Because your buyer is like a commercial developer that will need to go through a permitting process, that will need to build, that, will need to verify everything and all that. So probably like, a commercial deal, I've never seen one happening in under like 9 to 12 months. Right, but it's worth it. Like we closed the deal last year, in Texas. We bought it for 200, worked a little bit with the parcel, and sold it for $1.1 million, if that makes sense, right? But it was a 2.5-year time frame, right? Where we hold the parcel, need to pay interest, needed to invest money in some studies and so on. But in the end, we were like in like maybe $300,000, right? So that's still a nice profit. But it's also like, yeah, it distracts you from your core business. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's all right. Okay, guys. Do we have any questions? I open that up for Q&A now, if you guys want, because we just have like 5 or 6 more minutes left here.
Thank you,
I can
Reverend.
wait, wait a few months for a 6-figure check.
Oh yeah. But like, like for example, when you work then with the line pilot, right? We do all that work for you, so you don't need to do it by yourself. And what you do in the same time, you do your business as usual, dude. Like you get the same deals. And what I always say, these deals are not the deals that pay the bills. This is like the cherry on the cake deals. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So this is what it is, right? And yeah. Henry, are you from the Joe McCall group, or how did you get to us?
I I subscribed online with you all. That's how I got to you.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
think
Like I would love to
I
do some
joined your
deals with
group.
you. Like
I
when
joined
you
your
have
group.
stuff like that, you stumble over. Like we're here to help you, right? Like we like to do stuff like that. That's a little bit outside of the norm, right? Like and we just take care of everything, and you just hunt down more deals. That's the whole idea, right?
That'll work. I can do that.
Be like
I'm
Gene.
good at
Like Gene,
I'm
how
good
many
at
deals
hunting.
did you contract the last 3-4 weeks? I think it was 3 or 4, right?
Who are you talking to? Me?
You like how many deals did you contract? 3 or 4 in the last 6
I
weeks?
have 4. I have one coming in for sure, the one we talked about in the Slack channel, and then another one probably Friday.
Yeah,
Great.
Jean's going crazy. I keep seeing her name pop up and I can't keep up.
Yeah, I want to
Yes,
say
you
that.
can.
Paulie,
Love
you
it.
need to
I
still
know.
transfer today's deals that came in from Paul and
I
Gene and all that.
know.
They need to be on
I
this on the
know.
sheet,
I
right? You know,
know.
like
I've been trying to get the other closings done too.
I need
I
to know
know.
about Lane.
I know. You
Does
don't want
anybody
to
have?
be Holly right now, right? Like nobody knows
No, I know.
how that was pre-Holly, right?
Stuff.
Here.
Does anybody know about Lane? Did we get an answer for him yet? We continued.
About what?
Lane, that.
What was Lane?
The 12.48 acres that we needed to go down in price. And he came back and said, oh, yes, I agree, but I want to close it this month, which is like.
Yeah, we
this
can
month.
probably make that happen. I just want to have like one other realtor confirmation because the information we get was like so diverse. Oh, you can contract that for 20 grand, right? And then let's just
that's the thing.
we can do that. We can get that together. But I want to, Gene, yeah, just get it under contract. We can always get out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I'm assuming I'll hear back from a real estate agent by Friday. So.
Okay, yeah, because I texted him and I said something with the team, blah, and
Gene, we can cancel all of our contracts anytime. Even when we lose a little bit of EMD, yeah, but it can happen, right? So get it under contract, guys. When you have the chance to pin something up, pin it up. Ask questions later.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, in the 2 in Washington, yeah, I sent everybody the information. Angela, remember Angela, Robin? The realtor in Washington.
Yeah.
We're working with her. And because she helped me get the last contract in.
I know. She's great.
Okay.
Did you forward that to Holly too?
I did.
Yeah, and I've already reached
Holly,
out to
Angela is great. She's so knowledgeable. She's super friendly. She knows everything. Like that can help a lot, right?
Yep,
and
I've already reached out to her. So
yeah, and the title company too. Heidi, we used Heidi to close deals, so we got that. And she recommended a septic feasibility if we needed it on either one of those, the Stephen deal or the Joseph deal that we just got in Washington. So yeah. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Cool. Okay, guys. I'm gonna lock out early. It's late here. See everyone tomorrow of my autopilot guys. Everyone else there is a little call tomorrow. And guys, if you're watching on the socials here, hey, we open Skool. If you want to be on this calls, if you want to hang out in this room, Musaf will drop the link here. Join us in Skool. You will get access to those calls, bring your deals, discuss them. I hope you guys learned something today, and see everyone tomorrow. And wish you a great day, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Robin.
Bye. Thank you, Robin.